What's going on, Paisanos? V here, coming at you guys, well, with another market watch today. You know, one thing I think some people get upset about, and it's very few, but still it's whatever, is that my market watches get too long. V, your market watches are just too long, and I can only fat for so long. Okay, I got you, fam. So what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna break them up into two market watches, and then I'll just put it sporadically throughout. I'll sprinkle it throughout the day. Should I do it every day, or should I do it should I do it like Monday through Friday, or like whatever? Or should I just do it like, I don't know, maybe I'll mix it up. Some days I'll have two market watches, some days I'll have one market watch. Also, I did a podcast. I uploaded I have my podcast. It's already up on Spotify and on Spotify and Apple iTunes by the time you're watching this video. And I'll have it uploaded later on here today. It's a really good, cool podcast. I think I'm gonna start doing it more regularly, and I'm focusing on that as well. And yeah, I really appreciate you guys. Comment question of the day. Look at all those expensive Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I mean, these are, I literally typed in Yu-Gi-Oh, the most expensive cards, and here it is that you can buy on TCG Player. So, here's my comment to you. What's the most expensive thing in Yu-Gi-Oh that you own? The most expensive. I think, if you want to ask me right now to answer my comment question today, mine's arguably going to be the World Championship 2018 packs. To be honest with you, though, even though that is the most expensive thing I own, it's not the most expensive thing I care about. If I had gotten a house fire, horribly, knock on wood, if I got in a house fire and my 2018 pack burnt up, or my 2019 packs burnt up, I wouldn't care as much as my Exodia playmat. I just love Exodia. I don't like, that's something I'm not sure everyone really knows about. I'm a huge Exodia fanboy, and that's one thing I would like save. Of course, my wife and kids and my family, of course. I'm 100% gonna save them. Anyway, look at the most expensive things in Yu-Gi-Oh! Obviously, the World Championship packs are expensive. We also see the 2019 World packs over here as well, and they're a lot. I mean, okay. So when we look at the listings for the World Championship 2018 pack, you have a guy with, oh crap, let me get this off. You have a guy with roughly around, he has almost $2,000, but he also has 39 sales. Trust it if you want to. The average price point is roughly around $7,000. $7,000 for a 2018 World Celebration pack. The 2019 World Celebration pack, now that one is roughly around $1,700. That is absolutely ludicrous, but that's the prices of these World Championship envelopes. I really would love to see Konami, and maybe, Paisanos, maybe I'll do a video, and we'll talk about a video about how Konami, and how we should really tell Konami, we want a World Championship 2020 pack. We want that. Or at least give us the opportunity to earn the 2020 as well as the 2021 next year. That'd be phenomenal, because these are, one, worth a lot of money, and two, Konami's price support normally sucks. So to see these would be a huge opportunity for Yu-Gi-Oh players. Of course, you got a lot of sealed product, which just always cycles out, by the way. Don't ever look at any of this and go, yep, that's real. For the most part, LOB should be first, Pharaoh's Servant should be second. Cybernetic Revolution does have a lot of nice cards. Of course, you got the Show and Jump cards. You got random cards like Harvey's Philister, super rares, which nobody cares about. And then you got Starlight rares like Appaloosa and Starlight rares like Happy Masquerena. When's kind of ahead right now, which makes no sense. This card's gonna be going down. It's gonna be realistically Appaloosa and Happy Masquerena. This is why I always say the best Starlight rares to get is always Appaloosa, number one. Number two, closely followed by, because it's also waifu art and people love that crap, Happy Masquerena. These are like the main two Starlight rares you should always be getting. If you don't own these and you want to like collect Starlight rares, you're starting incorrectly. I'm just throwing it out there because a lot of people don't understand. Now, do you want to invest? Do you want to do it smartly? You want to buy the lower Starlight rares, like the trap one, and then work your way up? That's totally fine. I do think there's money to be made in those. I agree with anyone saying that. But looking at Happy Masquerena and Appaloosa, yeah, there's a ton of money to be made in those. All right. So the Advent Calendar, we don't have a 2020 Advent Calendar because they suck. I just want to point out the fact that Advent Calendars were a huge failure, and the fact that it's a failure not on the player's part, or even on the singles market, or on nostalgia, or collectors. It's a Konami failure. And Konami, in order to fix the Advent Calendar, instead of putting goofy things that kind of sound like Halloween, but not realistically Halloween, because they could fix the Firex, really, I guess the birth resurrection of Jesus, you're really stretching that one, Konami. I'm just throwing out there, put in cards that Yu-Gi-Oh players want. Make it a reprint set that happens only around the holidays, and Yu-Gi-Oh players will go crazy for these. I remember 2018 Advent Calendar being fire sold at Barnes & Noble for $5. $5. I mean, yeah, you go online right now and buy it for $30, but why? Number 41 Bagus is the most expensive card out of the Advent Calendar, and it's $2. Like, why would you want to do this? There's a lot of cards, I'm not sure everyone realizes this, but ever since the Astral packs, as well as the OTS packs, A lot of like random fusions, as well as other cards that are short printed commons. Like looking at Zombie Warrior at an OTS Tournament Pack 1, with almost a $10 market price, the value of this card's actually roughly around $12. There's only 3 listings. Then you get another card like Camion Wizard, coming at Astro Pack 3. By the way, these are solo prints. These are only found in these packs, by the way. With an almost near $10 market price, the value's up to $14 to $15. And there's tons of them. Seriously, look at every OTS pack and look at every Astro Pack, and there's tons of them. And we could go all day long, and you'll find value. Now, some of these might still be undervalued right now, but it doesn't matter. Once again, they are solo print in these packs. They're insanely hard to find, and I feel like if everyone doesn't own one copy each of these, they might be doing themselves a huge disservice. As time goes on, these cards will increase in value, and it's only weird to see when I pointed out the first Astro Pack. I'm sorry, OTS Tournament Pack being roughly around $12, so this card is worthless. But we're going to see with every OTS pack, we're going to get something like these, and these might be dirt cheap right now. Check out OTS 14 and 15 if you want to double check with me, but they might be relatively inexpensive. But as time goes on, especially since these cards are only solo print in these sets, solo print, and short printed, by the way, they're cards I think everyone should be focusing on. A card everyone kind of always forgets about and the value goes back down, even though when it gets hype, it goes insanely high, is Fog King at an OTS Tournament Pack 2. Ultimate Rare. Fog King with roughly around $19 price point is actually at $16. After that one's gone, though, they usually hit around $19 to $20 for Fog King. And to be honest with you, I really do like this card. I think this card is dirt cheap. It's highly undervalued, and it always has the potential to go up in value. I'm just going to throw it out there. And it's a beautiful looking Ultimate Rare, which it says OTS Pack, and the Ultimate Rares and OTS Pack are every OTS Pack Ultimate Rare, when you grab it, it could be a gorgeous Ultimate Rare like Fog King. My favorite one, by the way, is Thunder Dragon Colossus Ultimate Rare. Clean. Dingyarus is a close second, though. And then they have ugly Ultimate Rares like Vergeki and Terraforming. Don't get me wrong, I have them, they're money, but they are ugly. They're like insanely ugly. Like, what are you doing, Konami? They're disgusting. But look at cards like Fog King that are this cheap. They're not going to be cheap for long, and nobody's really looking at them right now, which I love. I love when people don't look at something that has good value and that has potential, and Fog King has that. It checks those boxes off. So I'm going to throw it out there right now for you guys. If you don't own your Fog King copies, Ultimate Rare, you might want to consider it. I don't own any of these, by the way. I'm too busy buying Dry Tons Max Rarity. That's where all my money is just getting absorbed. I just finished Christmas presents. I got to like pay some bills, and then every bit of my money is just going to Dry Tons. This is just going to absorb because I want to get a Max Rarity. Then we have Blue Oyster Dragon Speed Duel Tournament Pack 1. Well, with a market price of $226, the value actually is roughly around, well, this one's French, but the value is roughly around $235. This guy only has 3 sales, though. Realistically, a verified seller has the card at $370. I remember this card was roughly around $250. I said this card is going to be just as expensive, if not maybe even more expensive than the DDS Blue Eyes. And that's a bold statement. Not a lot of people will take the Pepsi Coke challenge to that one. I will. And I'm still going to say it. You see the card being money. You see the card growing higher and higher in value in the market when nobody's looking at it. This card will be just as expensive, if not more expensive, than DDS Blue Eyes. Come at me, bro. Mark my words. And as time goes on, I only get proven more and more correct as we see Blue Oyster Dragon Speed Duel Pack 1 increase. This card at release was, I believe, $77 or $87 on release. Like, that was the value. This is where it is now, and it's going higher. Nibiru the Prime being Ultimate Rare at OTS Tournament Pack 14 with a $9 price point is down to, well, $80. The card is at $80, which I think is a good seller price for the card. Now, here's the question about Nibiru. Anyone who's looking to get this card or might even own the card, here's the question for you. What do you do? Because is this card going to see play? Then obviously you hold it. Is it not going to see play? Is it going to rotate out? Then obviously you sell it. The problem with Nibiru the Prime being is it's in that weird gray area where I don't know if it's good enough to see play. It's definitely not going to see main deck play anymore. I don't think so. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think it is. But it's definitely still a contender for a side deck, right? And the side deck's getting tighter and tighter as time goes on. And if this is the questions we're asking ourselves with a card like Nibiru, the Primal Being, then obviously everyone else might have the same idea. And if you're holding an $8 card, that card can go down in value. But here's where it gets flipped. Let's say Nibiru starts seeing more play. Let's say the meta evolves and shifts, and the fact that Nibiru is actually a phenomenal card. The value increases, obviously, because supply and demand. Nibiru right now is currently settled at roughly around $80. I don't know if it's going to be settled there for long. I have zero idea. But what I do know is I still want this card. Even though it's Konami, how'd you mess up the letterings? But I still want the card. And Attack and Defense looks all goofy. But I still want it. But I just want it because I like it, because I want to have it. But I don't know if I'm going to use it. And I think that's a question everyone that does have Nibiru is asking themselves. Especially with Ultimate Rare Nibirus. Alright. Dragons and Legends is definitely a phenomenal set to buy. Here's the thing though, this set has a lot of printing errors, and they're not like valuable printing errors because there's so many of them, unfortunately. Like if it was like a printing error where like Dark Magician Girl, the Dragon Knight, the alternate art one with like no text box, that's a good, you want that printing error. Realistically, printing errors is a lot of crimps. I mean, a ton of crimps, and the cards look absolutely atrocious. Also, the dice is a cute thing. There's a lot of nostalgia in here, but the values of a lot of these cards are still relatively low. Here's the value though for Dragons and Legends, because there is a lot of value made in this set. First of all, sealed Dragons and Legends is always going to be money. I'm throwing it out there right now. It might not look it right now. A lot of people might go, V, you're insane. But Sealed Dragon Legends is worth a ton of money that nobody's looking at right now. Number one. Number two, looking at the cards like Dark Magician Girl, the Dragon Knight, I don't care if it is crimped or whatever, it's still good value. Obviously, you get one that's PSA graded 10. That's insanely good value. And I do think we also having the conversations about what to get PSA graded and what not to. Cards like Blizzard Dragon Speed of 20 Pack 1, that's a PSA gradable card. Cards like Dark Magician Girl, the Dragon Knight, that's a PSA gradable card. Ultimate and Nibiru, you're an idiot if you get that graded. I'm not even joking. If I see someone with a PSA anything, a 20, a Nibiru Divine Being, I'm gonna take that huge chunk of uselessness and slap them over the face with it. It's just not worth it. But things that are meant for collectors, this is worth it because they will spend that money. They will drop crazy money in the market. Cyber Dragon Nasher coming out at dual power with a $14 price point is roughly around $15. Nasher is just, man, I don't know why. Like, why are you worth money? Cyber Dragon Nasher realistically is not seeing as much play unless you access Cyber Dragon player. Cyber Dragon player, they're like, oh, sees tons of play. Any other Yu-Gi-Oh player, they're like, Nasher? What? But this card's $15. One, the card needs a reprint, and more than likely is due for a reprint. But two, if you have this card, you might want to consider selling it. Unless you're a Cyber Dragon player, then you ignore everything I just said. Anyway, I really appreciate you guys watching my videos. Please make sure to hit the like button, comment for algorithm, share this video. I'm going to be doing another Mark Watch, should be coming up soon. I have a phenomenal podcast I did. That's gonna be coming up soon, unless you want to rush already and hear it on Spotify or iTunes. All that's gonna be coming up soon. And yeah, I think we're gonna be doing this a lot. I do like the fact that I can break this up, make it easier, accessible for you guys. Some of you guys might like this, some of you guys might not like this. Something new to try. Let's try it out. What's wrong with trying something out? Worst is the worst. We learned that doesn't work, or it does work. Anyway, I really appreciate you guys watching my videos. It's your boy V, and YGOPaisanos. YGOPaisanos have a great day.